So I just want to take a moment and celebrate another 10K a month in DeFi cash flow earner here in the UIG. I wanted to celebrate, wanted to kind of read their post out and then dissect it. Maybe you're working to creating $120,000 a year in DeFi income, or maybe you're looking to create $1,000 or $2,000. I want to have a chat, and then we're going to look at my little $264 per day portfolio here on Beefy. That's super lame, super boring, but I've been running an experiment for the last few weeks, and this portfolio just keeps growing by itself, and I'm happy to pay the fees that Beefy charges. Now, of course, we got portfolios built on the native dexes as well. We got portfolios built on VFAT now. I think David's portfolio is nearing 40K on VFAT, printing around $250-ish per day. Wild stuff. We're going to be sharing a lot of that this week, so make sure you subscribe and like this video. But before you do all that, let's read this out here. So I recently reached the $10,000 per month milestone, which it's kind of funny. Most people have like the $10 per day milestone, the $100 per day milestone, the $250, they really start getting excited. And then once they reach $330, $340 plus per day, which is 10K per month, by the way, which is 120K per year. Wild. Like this right here is a 100K a year portfolio on Beefy. Wild. So we all have different milestones we hit. After this, I find people really start wanting to do $25,000 a month. And yes, we've had people hit $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, and I think our biggest one is $8,000 or $9,000 per day in the fast track program. Wild. So I hit $10,000 per month milestone and haven't even noticed. There's a hint there. Here's a learning lesson: is it seems like the more hands-off we get, the wider ranges we set, and the more kind of systemized our DeFi business is, the less concerned we are with the day-to-day, and next thing you know, you look and you're hitting an outcome. It's like once you fall in love with the process and you focus on the inputs, like what you have to do every single day, the outputs take care of themselves. I mean, I did not follow the DeFi portfolio challenge step by step per se. Nothing wrong with that. We have a DeFi portfolio challenge in the UIG that we take things step by step, but of course we can customize that, so it looks like they did. But now they're forcing themselves to go back through and look at all the wisdom contained in the challenges. Let me post my current portfolio. I have another wallet with mostly ETH-based assets, 35 grand, so overall about 120 grand. So yeah, it's a big portfolio, and they built it up over time. Here on Beefy, this portfolio has now grown to over $80,000 in all blue chip pools, and it's doing, again, pretty damn near 100K a year. Pretty cool, and it keeps growing itself. Do you have to start there? No. Even if you had 100 grand, I'd say, hey, start with 1 grand. If you can't make money on $1,000, then you won't make money on 100K. Start with 500 bucks. And if that's all you have to start with, numbers are numbers, percentages are percentages. It doesn't matter if you're starting with $1 grand or $1 million bucks. If you don't have the skill set, you don't know what you're doing, you're not going to make money on either. People always think that money is their biggest problem. I just don't have capital. No. You don't have the skill set. Because once you're confident with the skill set, you'll find the money. Even if it's OPM, other people's money, you'll find a way. So overall, sorry about the messy presentation. So they shared a spreadsheet of their entire portfolio, which is a big perk of being in the UIG because you get access to portfolio reviews. They're just starting to build their portfolios. Some people are making $7,200, $87,000 per month. You get to see their whole portfolio, their positions, what they're in. I joined 2 months ago and I feel UIG has saved my financial life. I'm very excited for what's coming. I'm so happy that I found the best. Thank you, and we do believe that. We have the best team in DeFi, same team that manages multiple 7-figure portfolios in the DeFi space you get access to when you're in the UIG, which is pretty cool. Anywho, they're earning $4,233 per day, so super cool, and then you can see other positions, etc. So it's a big perk. That said, I promised myself I would get back on Jazz Tracker, so we have a member who built out a tracking software, super awesome to track your portfolios. Joining the UIG has been the best decision in my battered DeFi journey for sure. Truly appreciate that. Either people love us or hate us. Those who want to get rich quick, invest in meme coins, and probably wreck themselves don't really like our approach because we're fairly conservative, and I have a really long-term approach when it comes to investing. Those who do like that approach, or they're in what we call degen rehab, they're tired of the degen, they're tired of losing money. They want to play the long game. They want to be less emotionally affected by, impermanent loss, which is really only a loss when you lock it in, and they want to play the long game. Then the UIG is definitely for them. It does take work and effort, but those who apply themselves, they win. And then a quick little update on my portfolio over here. It's grown by around $2,000, which is pretty cool over the last week. I've created over $5,000 of yield. It's doing around $264 per day. Of course, it's just compounding back in itself. And most of my ecosystem here is on Arbitrum because that's a BTC position I have. It's only doing 50% per year, but totally worth it because I like some BTC, a base BNB, Polygon, all that looks good. And my bull run portfolio over the last little while is also looking really juicy. I think we're up a lot. I mean, 174K over the last year, 115%, and that's not fully accurate because I have been taking profit and then moving it into either stables, redeploying it back into DeFi, or taking it for profit. I actually have a $33,000 item that this week I'm paying off with profit from the long-term bull run portfolio because as I hit ladder out points, I do take profit and then I redeploy it on red days or into DeFi. So this isn't really fully accurate actually at all. It's a lot more than that. But anyways, gives you an idea, gives you a picture of how fast your bags can grow when you're really committed. Yeah, I mean, Wrap BTC is doing actually 108%, but on average, it's been doing about 40-50% a year. OVN has been the big banger, which, we're up $5,475 on the P&L there, up 30%. Wild. Wild, wild. And it's earning $137 per day just in that position itself. BNB USDT, I got into the BNB, or I moved BNB into this portfolio kind of at its kind of peak, I don't know, a week and a half ago. So the P&L is down 3% only because the value of BNB has gone down. I'm not concerned about it because I'm yielding $24, then that yield is just being applied into the deposit basically. So again, I don't care because I play the long game, but you get the point. Really hope that helps. Celebrate with us in the comments our 6-figure or 10K per month DeFi portfolio earner. They have completed the challenge and now there's levels on top of levels. So we now have an advanced group that when you complete that, you come join the advanced group, which is being modified slightly. And here's where we start getting to lending, borrowing, hedging with futures, hedging with options, derivatives, and we start getting a lot more complex and a lot more in the weeds. So really excited for you to experience this next. And with that said, I hope this gives you a little hit of morning inspiration for what's possible in the DeFi space. If you play it with strategy, you don't degen, you don't gamble. I just spent a week in Vegas and I'm like, dude, this casino and most people in DeFi, it's the exact same damn thing. They're just gambling their money away. You want to take a strategic approach, come join us in the UIG. We are releasing UIG 4.0. Once that's released, which is probably going to be mid-August, then there is going to be a pretty hefty membership fee up front. Of course, if you're a member, you'll bypass that. But for all new members, once we release 4.0, you will have to pay a membership fee up front. That's just to ensure we're getting quality members. So get it now, bypass that, or pay it later. It's still well worth it. And with that said, I'm going to let you go. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. And with that said, I'm going to leave some 4 videos on the 4 corners of your screen for your viewing, entertainment, and educational purposes. Dive in, study this stuff. And with that said, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.